Is kimchi actually healthy? Well, it is not for nothing that Koreans have been eating kimchi for more than 4,000 years. And making kimchi at home is quite easy. That too with Indian cabbage, radish, carrot, and any vegetables of choice. Its unique pungent and spicy profile makes kimchi an equivalent to Indian achar. And since kimchi is a fermented food, it is rich in probiotics which are good for your gut health and aid in digestion. So if you are suffering from digestive problems, make kimchi a part of your meal plans. You can avoid the spice if you suffer from digestion. So let's get started with the recipe to making kimchi the Indian way with Indian cabbage, carrot, radish, and vegetables of choice. I have also used capsicum to my Indian kimchi. You may call it fermented cabbage recipe too. The recipe is simple to make, and Indian kimchi stays good for at least a month in the fridge, if not more, because I have not kept it longer. Let's start making kimchi with Indian cabbage. To begin with, Ravneet Bhalla starts by chopping cabbage and then rubbing salt on the cruciferous vegetable. Leave it aside for an hour. After an hour, give it a gentle rubbing once again. Keep it aside for another hour. Meanwhile, you can prepare the other vegetables for vegetarian kimchi. Chop carrot and grate radish. I have also chopped capsicum. You may keep them as big chunks or small pieces, your choice. If you want crunch in your kimchi, then you can use big pieces. Take 1/4 cup of hot water and stir in 2 tablespoons of jaggery powder. Keep aside. Remove scum if any. Mix cooked rice with onion, ginger, garlic until you get a coarse paste. Now add jaggery water and blend. You can check the ingredient list in description. Now if you are wondering whether jaggery or sweetener is important in kimchi, then remember that the sweetener is only meant to speed up the fermentation process. The healthy bacteria will eat up all the sugars and release carbon dioxide to break down the starches in the food. This aids in digestion. So that's the reason we are adding any sweetener here. Once the cabbage has soaked well in the salt for 2 hours, rinse it well to remove the salt and squeeze it gently. Following this, let's begin the kimchi assembling process. Mix salt with cabbage and keep aside. Now add salt to all other vegetables along with Kashmiri red chili powder until both coat them well. I have used Kashmiri red chili powder in place of Korean red pepper. Now add cabbage as well and make sure all the salt and spices coat everything properly. We will also be mixing the prepared rice paste here. Pour into a sterilized glass container and keep pressing down the vegetables until they start releasing water. Clean the rim. Keep covered loosely for 2 days so that healthy bacteria can start the fermentation process and turn the kimchi into a gut friendly food. I kept pressing down the kimchi every day to ensure the juices remain on top. You can keep it for 2 to 4 days outside at room temperature and then shift it to the refrigerator. This step will prevent your Hindustani kimchi from going bad. You may take a taste test to see how tangy the kimchi has turned out to be. Shift it to the refrigerator if the vegan kimchi has developed a flavor and tang that you like. Vegetarian kimchi is a fermented food that is good for your gut and intestines and aids in digestion. You may skip the Kashmiri red chili powder if you want. I have not used any fish sauce in the recipe that makes it a vegetarian as well as vegan kimchi. And don't forget to share your feedback on this recipe. Ravneet Bhalla will be looking forward to hearing back from you. Take care. Bye bye. See you next with yet another healthy recipe.